Hello and welcome! My name is Reef and you're joining me for some more Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars. I think we're finished here with the Hotel Ubu. We found all the information we needed. We couldn't get into the safe, so I think I need to talk to someone about that. But I don't doubt anyone in here would be able to help me.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet!
I'm getting searched by the Flap.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch!
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Frisky little guys, aren't they? Let's ask what this is about.
Hey, Shorty, I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Time to go, Georgie boy. Okay, let's see if there's anything behind. Oh, we are behind. Is there anything here I can look at? Yes? No? No, I don't see anything. So, let's go back. So, where do we go now? Is there anything else here? No. Guess I'll speak to Fatty.
Get lost, creep.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac. This isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
Haha, nicely. So I think it would be best to leave these two alone for now. Let's go back into the Hotel Ubu. Seems I'm not done here yet. And I'll have to talk some more with the people.
Hello again.
Is there anything... Let me show him these matches.
Do you recognize this card?
Oh, it's a card.
No, I do not.
How would he handle being buzzed?
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Good.
Now, that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
I think not. He's not the person we need
Does
to
the
know.
name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's unexpected. Maybe he can tell me about the ski?
Do you recognize this key?
No, I do not.
Though in retrospect, I think I did ask him about it. Let's ask him about all the other things we still have left.
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Seems not. And the clown face nose thing?
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I like your country.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
Oh yeah.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven.
I think we should all move to his country.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
This guy's awesome. I'll just ask him about Khan again.
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
So that's all the conversations used up
Thanks
with
for
him.
your help.
Goodbye.
I still need to get access to the safe though. How do I get around to doing it?
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Oops, I misclicked there.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Oh yeah.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It
Aw.
happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
I almost thought he was going to make a bit of a rhyme there. Let's ask him about the goons.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either.
Interesting. Let's ask about this booklet.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No,
No.
monsieur.
Guess not. There's a photo of Khan.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, you did, monsieur.
Would it make a difference if I told you the guy in the photo was a murderer?
We are accustomed to catering for celebrities, monsieur. Movie stars, politicians, royalty, sporting personalities, they all stay here.
Is this Merlin room 22?
I couldn't say. It's a bad likeness.
This photo was taken by one of Europe's most promising photojournalists.
Oh?
Vraiment? What does he use? A pinhole camera?
That's mean to Nicole. You bastard. Let's ask about this.
Did I show you this pass?
Oui, monsieur.
Sure did. And the key?
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
Guess not.
No, monsieur. The hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
I suppose you want the key back.
Not especialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to conduct your little investigation, I won't stop you.
Well, that's nice of him, in a mean and condescending way. Condescending, yes, that's a way. While I'm busy trying to figure out what's going on, I just want to make a small announcement. I just saw that my Broken Sword series, the one you guys are watching right now, is featured on Gamersend.com, a Let's Play database of sorts, so I'm quite amped for that. Anyway, let's ask about this tool.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Oh yeah, I do.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
And no, I think I already asked about this.
What do you make of this tissue?
You have shown me that already, monsieur.
Yes, I have. Sorry about that. And I want to shake your
Hey,
hand.
shake my hand.
I have already explained why I would rather not.
Okay, that's all the conversations used up with him. Let's see. Anything else? Anything the lady has for me still? I know this takes a lot of time. For people not used to adventure games.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I actually need to get into the vault. Let's ask about the goons.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
Oh, no. Let's ask about the card.
I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Oh.
Follow me, George!
Oh, well, we're getting somewhere. Once again, the lady is helping me out, or attempting to anyway.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
A justice of the peace.
I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Struggled? Taking ages to do anything?
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying.
Those
An
papers are invisible.
Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Yes, you decided to not unroll it. But I want to look
It
at
was
it.
the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantar.
I can only assume that I will lose it as soon as I leave this building. Oh well. Time to lose the parchment. Lose all my information.
manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Oh yes. So let's talk to her.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I need your assistance with this parchment.
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? All that fuss for a sample of wallpaper?
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very old.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
So where to hide it? Let's go back. Oh wait, I have an idea. There must be a reason why I can get to the back of this building. So, what I do is I'll climb out of this window. And down
The
there...
cobbles of the alleyway looked very distant and very hard.
Yes, but what we'll do is we'll just throw this there.
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
Goodbye, manuscript. Okay, it's made it. Time to go fetch it back. Quickly. Come on, George. Use that sprinting legs of yours. We must retrieve the manuscript before the goons find it. Finally glad to see some progress in this
Hi,
game.
ma'am.
No.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Leave me alone. Yeah, thanks. Bye. Yes, frisk me all you want.
Right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Thank you for letting me go. I'm going behind the building. Because, what is this? A piece of
If
paper.
the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Sure were. Time to go back to Nico's apartment.
I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Oh yeah, back in Nico's apartment, finally.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
So glad to see good old Nicole again. Okay, Nicole. Enough about you or the clown. It's time to talk about this.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
No?
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of 2 knights sharing a horse.
Oh my god.
Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Oh, we're finally getting somewhere. Finally the name Shadow of the Templars.
This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
But I think I'd rather be investigating this manuscript instead of murderer. Or maybe that's why he caused the murder.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay. Okay, what does this manuscript have for us? There's something blue over here. Let's look.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
A gem on top of a tripod, a bull and a man. And this picture?
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
Oh, Nicole. You kidder, you.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
Man, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
And this one?
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
She reminds me of the wicked queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
Aww.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Yeah, that bastard evil crocodile. So there's nothing on the side, anything in the middle?
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. Let's face it, we need help, George.
Yes, we
Someone
do.
who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
Oh, yeah.
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Oh, cool. So we're going to go visit the museum. Well, I think I will... Oh, there's still something left here.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh, no, there isn't. I'll just go for the middle one again so I
Look
can get
there,
out.
2 guys on the same horse.
Is there any way back?
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened. There's a guy working on a loom.
So I have to go through all of
There's
these.
a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
And just this one, so it should go back.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Okay, so that's enough of that.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lopinor at the Kron Museum.
Goodbye, Nicole. Sorry to have to leave you. So I'll end this video right here. In the next episode, I will visit the museum and see what this expert can tell me about the manuscript I picked up. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.